The A skip is really bringing my body in what we call the A position. So A position is my, in this case, my right leg. I'm going to bring it up. My knee is about the height of my hip. My foot is directly under my knee or slightly behind, so my knee is slightly bent. My ankle is just in a neutral position. Now, I know some athletes will keep their foot in a dorsiflex position. That's perfectly fine if you've been trained to do that way. I know hurdlers, I coach them to do that. They have to do that in order for them to clear the hurdle. Other athletes, they may or may not do that. Some athletes, I don't tell them to do that because they do it too often and it leads to a lot of tension in their muscles in the front of their leg, which leads to shin splints. So every athlete is different. So just talk to your coach about how you should do that and which one is going to work for you. So for the sake of this video, I'm just going to say, let's keep our ankle in a neutral position. So I'm going to be here, and then I'm just going to alternate onto the opposite leg. So that is going to be my A skip. And as I'm skipping, I'm bringing my foot in and out of this position. Two things to keep in mind. These are the two most common mistakes that I see is one, when athletes get out of this position, they want to strike their foot out in front of their body. As you know from all of my previous videos, that is an overstride, and that's something that we never want to do. So I don't want to do that when I'm running, and because of that, I don't want to do that when I'm doing my warm-up drills. The second mistake that I see is when people bring their leg up, they want to bend at their shoulders. Again, a very bad position to be in as a runner, and I don't want to do that while I'm warming up or doing these drills either. So I want to make sure that when I'm warming up and doing these skipping drills, I am emphasizing proper mechanics, proper posture, and proper body position. So there's a way that I would teach somebody how to do it if they've never done the skipping drill before, or they have trouble getting the rhythm down so that they're actually performing this skipping drill properly. All I want to do is bring this foot up, back up into the A position, and I'm going to hop on the opposite leg. And so this is how it'll look. And then we want to just alternate on the other side. I want to make sure that I keep my head up and my shoulders up as well. So that is a better posture. If you practice that, you'll feel your body moving a lot smoother down the track or down the road when you're doing this drill. So try it looking down versus looking straight ahead. You will notice the difference. So again, let's demonstrate here. The next drill is the B skips. This is the one that I find athletes mess up the most. Now, it's pretty controversial, if you will, because every coach and every athlete will teach this drill and show it a little bit differently. I will show you the way that I do it. But before I demonstrate it, I'm going to show you the most common mistake when doing this drill. So when I'm teaching somebody how to do the B skip, I like to use the term bicycle. So I use that as an analogy. So think of your B skip as riding a bike. So when I'm riding a bike, my legs go into a cycle motion. So that's essentially what I'm doing when I'm doing my B skip. My B skip is not bringing my foot up, kicking my leg out as far as I possibly can, and then trying to land with my foot in front of my body. As you know, again, from my previous videos, that is a bad position to be in as a runner. So I don't want to do that. So think of your B skip as riding a bike. So think of pulling my foot up, I come out, and then I come right back down. So my start position is here, my end position is also here. So even though I'm bringing my foot up and I'm releasing, I bring that foot back under my body. That is the cycle that I want to go through when I'm running and even when I'm doing my skipping drill. So the way that I like to teach this is simply standing, hands on your waist so that you can focus on what your legs are doing, and just practice that cyclic pattern, that cycle. Now you're going to do that again, but this time you're going to hop on the opposite foot. So as I bring this leg up, I'm going to hop on this leg. Now that we've practiced it in place, we can practice it moving forward and focusing on, again, that cycle pattern. So I'm going to still have hands on waist so that you can focus on what your legs are doing. Again, I don't want to kick out in front of me. I don't want to do this. That's reaching and that's kicking out. I want to take my foot and try to bring it back down. The next drill is the C-skip. Now, this is one that's most commonly done for hurdlers because it helps them with their rhythm as well as their hip mobility. But it's good for all athletes to do because it, again, helps with rhythm and your hip mobility, which is something that's very important for all athletes. And so the way to do the C-skip is you're going to come, first of all, in that A position, just like we did earlier with the A-skip. But then immediately after that, when you bring your foot down, you're going to bring it out. And so my knee is going to come out to the side. So in this case, my right foot, my right knee is going to go out to my right. I'm trying to point my knee out in this direction, like I'm stretching the inner thigh. And then I'm going to bring my foot back down. The thing that really gets people hung up on this particular skipping drill is their arm position. A lot of times they don't know what to do with their arms. So then it becomes a very weird movement and just very awkward for them. And so the way that I kind of teach my athletes to do is that you're going to do your A skip just like normal. So that first part of the C skip is going to be a normal arm movement, just like you would when you were doing your A skip or your B skip. But then when you bring your foot out into this position, it's going to be weird because you don't want to hit your elbow on your thigh. So what you can do is bring this arm across your body just slightly. So I'm trying to bring my right hand over towards my left shoulder, and that's going to allow me to rotate my hips. My upper body is going to rotate a little bit, but it's going to help that movement be a lot smoother. And that's a lot better and a lot less awkward than trying to do something else with my arms. And so again, I'm going to demonstrate this in place. So here's my C-skip. And as I do that in place, to learn more about how to run faster, run longer, and run without pain, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our future videos. Thank you for watching.